Yep, I'm gonna go over there.
People died. That's my problem. I mean,
Who are these two? Oh, rescues. More rescues.
My brother heard.
Oh, so. Yeah.
Alright guys, I'm out here.
You gotta go?
Yeah.
Everyone send it to see what he picks what up.
Best of luck.
Yeah, best of luck. See you picks it up. Alright, see ya. Oh. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, if you could say a name and spell it.
Sure. So Sergeant Ronald Harris with the Torrance Police Department, currently the Public Information Officer. So unfortunately last night at about 11:54, Gable House Bowl located at 22501 Hawthorne Boulevard. Officers responded to a call of shots fired. On arrival, they discovered 7 subjects had been downed. Unfortunately, 3 were determined to be deceased at the scene. 2 additional were transferred to a local hospital with injuries, and 2 more were also struck by gunfire. However, they opted to seek their own medical attention. We currently have investigators on scene right now to identify the suspects and whoever else was involved. And again, our hearts go out to the families who have lost loved ones during this incident. Take any questions.
Can you just confirm the number of deceased?
Right now, it's 3. We have 3 males, unfortunately, that are deceased.
Do you have any suspects in custody?
No. Right now, we are currently working with investigators to try to determine who the suspect is and identify that person and apprehend them.
Do you believe that there is only one shooter?
Unknown at this time. Again, our detectives are on scene, and they'll be working out those details.
Do you believe this is considered an act of terrorism, or was this just a domestic dispute?
Well, it's very hard to put a classification on this right now. We're just looking at this as an unfortunate incident. But our detectives are on scene to talk to all the witnesses, look at the evidence, and again, try to determine what the motive is.
Were these people targeted, do you think, or were they the targets, or was it just a random shooting? What you can gather at this point of this point?
Well, again, those details will come out later in the investigation. Our detectives are on scene to, again, try to identify what the motive is.
Were all these in one group, or were all these people pulling together? Were they all in the same? All the victims who were shot, were they all together?
Well, the information that we have right now is that the victims were all in the same location. Again, it's unknown what the actual relation to each victim is.
Do you have any information on the caliber size of the weapon used?
Those details will come out later in the investigation.
Is there
What's it like on a Friday night there? Usually it's pretty packed, isn't it? Isn't it pretty busy on a Friday? Was it really packed when this happened?
Well, the amount of patrons that were at the location tonight, I don't have a number for you, but I can tell you that that is a popular spot to go bowling.
Was there a dispute before the shooting took place?
The events that led up to the shooting are still being investigated at this point.
So you have 3 males dead, 3 male victims dead, right? And then you have 2 that were taken to a hospital and 2 that didn't get refused treatment. Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
Four.
Yes, 2 opted to seek their own medical attention.
And those 2 did suffer from gunshot wounds?
That's correct.
Can you say, are those victims, were they 2 men, 2 women, or 3 men, 1 woman?
All victims are males.
All males.
Yes.
Do you have any ages, or did you cover that?
Don't have any ages at this point. Again, our detectives are on scene to try to identify the victims as well, and again, those identifications will be made later in the investigation, any notification of kin.
Preliminarily, is it safe to say that all victims are over the age of 18?
I don't have any specifics on the age right now.
Do you know if this bowling alley serves alcohol?
Unknown.
Have there been any prior incidents at this bowling alley? Have there been fights or other shootings, or is this the first?
I can't speak to any previous incidents, but I can tell you this one right now is it is very unfortunate. And again, our condolences go out to the families.
Can you say what any gang related at this point? Do you know?
I don't have any information about that, but I can tell you our investigators will be looking at all the evidence and again really trying to identify who these suspects are.
So should the public be worried? I mean, you don't have anybody in custody, somebody running around, maybe 1 or more people.
Well,
Something that would,
I can tell you right now that public safety is priority, obviously, with any law enforcement agency, and particularly with our department. And you have numerous investigators on scene. It's still an active investigation, and we'll do our best to identify these individuals as quickly as possible.
Were there any security inside, armed security, or just security in general?
I am aware that that location does have security.
You know how many were on duty at the time, or?
I do not.
Have you all had a shooting this large? Has it been a while? Has it been a while that you had 7 people shot? Is it an unusual occurrence, I guess, for Colonel Trey?
I would say that any shooting should be classified as an unusual occurrence. Again, it's a tragic situation. It's very unfortunate that people lost their lives last night.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Yep.
Thank you.